Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 challenge mode, the dimension update. So last episode, we got this crystallizer going and working. And it does two loops. We come into the top, and then the uncolored shapes go down and around to the bottom, along with colored shapes. Anyway, everything comes through. It ends up being full belts on top and bottom, which is great. But I had a user comment from our friend Wolfie, and this is our old crystallizer that we had over here. All right, so I want to try something and see if this works. I'm going to well, okay, once this goes back, I'm going to cut these guys off. All right, so I'm cutting stuff off. Oh, I didn't want to be on the bottom level here. Let's just put this on level 1. Because if I can get this one to work, then I still kind of like it. Just because it is a little bit more compact. And this, we're going to go down and in and then there. All right. So that's that. Now let me clear all this stuff out. Boink. All right, we'll go down and into there. Of course, we need stop. Okay, there we go. Get some color coming in now. Now, here's the comment. Wolfie was saying, "Hey, Gramps, you dingbat. This is what's blocking it. Because, yeah, this is all great, fine and dandy. We've got all these storage tanks, but then they're all going through one pipe gate, which is limited to 1,800 liters per minute." Yeah, see? I think he's onto something. I think Wolfie is onto something. And we just cleared one out. Alright, so we're still green. Okay, so let's do this. No, I'm going to leave that. But let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. And actually, and cut this off. Nope, not that though. Let's put one up there. And one there. So those two can share wiring. And there and there. Those two can share wiring. And then coming out of that, we're just gonna have everything married up. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, but that is not going to fit because of that. Okay, so needs to be different. We can grab this batch here. Put it back here. And maybe come up and around like that. I don't think that's going to work either. Because how are we going to get the wiring into all that? Alright, so we need to figure this out. So here's what we could do is, in the meantime, we could test this out by just having no gates. Alright, because we're going to be let's just go pure. Oops. Full blast, right? And if this works, then we just have to figure out some way to get it all wired. And yeah. Okay. So that is good there. Now I'm going to take this portion of things. And put it here. I think that works. Yeah. Oops. Alright, we killed off that train. That is fine. So I think we've got others here. Alright. So, let's see. Do we get full belts? Now, this will be the wrong shape, but it will... if it works, then it works. And we just need to figure out how to rewire and gate everything. As long as we're getting full... Oh, look at that. Gosh darn it. I think that might be working. The problem is now it's running out. So let's find one that's going a little bit... but see, yeah, we're running low on resources here. Oh, this is the new one. Okay, so once the new one starts coming in, we'll be good. Let me put in trash. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. And let's backlog till we've got a bunch of shapes here. On all the layers. Because then things won't run out. Alright. I'm going to let these guys run out. And then I'll go ahead and turn this back on. So if we can do this, then that goes back to my original build. Alright, so I'm going to Control Z. I'll let these guys run. See what's going on. Hey, in the meantime, if you like to see me messing around here and trying to figure things out and getting help from people, then please subscribe and please toss a like our way. That is always helpful in getting the message out. It's a fun game, and there are so many ways to play it. That's what I love about it. Okay, I'm just looking at... Let's look at this one, for instance. Oh, Wolfie, you genius! So, it's still a little loose, a little light, but I think it's gonna get caught up. I think it is. I think... Alright, what do we have going on here, too? We have everything broken down, so it's just... Each layer is doing... 4, right? So this layer is feeding into here, so that's 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's actually doing 5. This one's feeding into 1, 2, 3, 4. Top one is feeding into 1, 2, 3, and then 4. How are we doing 5 on 1? That doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. All right. So, still not at full power. This is not currently holding. No, it's full. It's full. This one's full, and this one's full. I wish you could click on the pipe and see how much liquid is flowing through here. It's definitely doing more than my original. So, I don't know. I didn't... in the meantime, I'm gonna cut this off and cut this off. So I don't want to commit to rewiring this whole thing unless I see that it is actually working, because that's going to take some shuffling around. Wolfie, what do you think, my friend? Did I mess this up again? Like, just doing this test, it should be good, right? I mean, we've got... ink coming in, fluid coming in. These tanks are full. And then they're coming out at full blast. So it's coming out 1800 times 4, which is 7200. So each of these pipes should have 7200, which should feed 4 of these guys. What if we did this? And actually, let's do this. Let's get some more green in there. Alright, we'll get some more green in. And I'm gonna... I'm blocking it off for a minute here. And what I'm gonna do is let these fluid contents get maxed out. So make sure we're kind of maxed out on all of them. Which, yes, we have a lot of fluid. So let's get this done. Yeah, this one is still crystallizing some shapes. This one is done. Alright, now we're done here. And we're at full capacity. Oh, look at this. This one. Okay, so that'll be our last one. Once this is back up to 60, I'm going to go ahead and release the beast, I think. 60, that's at 60. Okay, so these are all maxed out now. Alright, let's do this. So these are coming in, and once we're producing, having crystals come out over here, we should be at max. Yeah, you see how this is keeping up. Let's see if it stays. If it gets up to 180, then stays there. Right now, we should be pretty close to 180. I can also see this guy down here, this middle level one. I'm seeing a couple misses. Yeah, why is it at 65%? So yeah, again, fluid contents are down really low. All right, I think I'm doing something wrong. Because, yeah, look at this one. This one's really low. Yeah, fluid contents are low. So that seems to not be working, although it totally made sense, what Wolfie was saying. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I'm going to re-enable this one, which is working. And let's let that run for a bit. And clear those guys out. Now, while I'm doing that, let's claim. But also, we were having this problem. So we've had this problem for a little bit now. We've been stuck on this. And I think maybe this is related to an issue I discovered just last time. And that was over here. That's where we where we do pins. Oh wait, no, it's not. I thought it was because I was using the wrong code for pins. But we don't use any code for pins over here. So I think what we need to do is come over here, and it's happening in this position when we're getting pins in. Is we need to say, hey, go around if you're uncolored or a pin. It's just on the top layer, yeah, because it gets stuck in this. Okay, so here's what I don't know. Can I take this and do that? One side is uncolored, one side is a pin. Then, if we grab a logic gate of OR, does that work? No, it's not working. And this one is equal, but it's not. So it's saying, what I wanted to say is, if you are not equal to a pin or uncolored, color equals uncolored, then go straight through. If you are equal to either of these, go down and through. So I think I have to break that off into two separate statements, as it were. So let's go back to this one, which is here. So we're going to do this. We're going to copy this up here. And copy that up here too, and then change this to a pin. 2, 3, 4. All right. And then, again, copy the knot. I'm going to temporarily get rid of all that. and then have it come here and go into an OR. So logic OR, and then not. No. That does not do it. So yeah, that's not working either. I don't know why that one's not working. Boy, this is a great episode so far, right? So this guy's, oh, but that's null. That's why. Why is that null? Yeah, that one should not be null. Am I doing this in complete? I'm doing this in completely the wrong. What is going on? No, I'm doing the right place. Okay. So this is coming along here. Yeah, this is sending a null. Why is it sending null? Northwest. The top layer, northwest, should be, hey, I'm a pin. Because that's what's saying here. Right? Yeah, northwest is sending a pin. Oh, let's rotate around because these are all rotated to be northeast. Yeah. And then it's combined and built up into a full shape. So it filters through. So northwest should not be null. Alright, so that's what we need to do, is go look back here at this one. Yeah, why is that one coming through as null? That's colors only. Oh. That's why, because it's colors only. So if we do a thing here, we're going to see a pin. Yes. But here we should see nothing. And here, oops. Here, nothing. And here, a pin. Yes. Okay, so that makes sense. This is sending null. That's what is happening. Yeah. We need to say, hey, if you are a pin, then send pin. So can we do this here? Because normally we want the color. But if you're a pin, oh wait, that's not the right word. So yeah, if you are equal to a pin, then send pin. All right, so equal. Let's take this. Do that, and then get a gate. It's sending just number 1 right now. We need to do this differently. We need to get our gate. Flip it like so. Then it's sending pin. And then I think we can just run this into there. Because it's only going to be a pin. If it's a pin, there's not going to be a color. If it's a color, then the color will come up here. All right, let's go take a look and see if that is moving. Top row, bottom guy here. See, now it's sending 0, which does send stuff this way. So let's... Yes. Cleared out. All right. Some form of success. Same thing here. This is the painter. Where it is saying, hey, are you painted the right color? And again, what it needs to do is say, hey, but if you are a full pin shape, then go on through. And we can do that up here. And this needs to have that full pin. Which we can take off of this. So again, a signal producer. But in this case, we want to do pin all the way around. It's a full pin shape. Yeah, we want to say if this is equal to that. All right, so let's do this. Equal. Yeah. And again, I'm gonna move this back and do this and get a gate. Gate is, man, the gate is so useful. Yay! Now it's going through. Oh my god. Now what? Same thing. All right. Is that this one? That's this one. No, it's not this one. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens if we clear that whole guy out. Yeah, see, these are all null. So it's just gonna, the shape is gonna get here and stop. All right, let's see what we can do. Back here, northwest. So we should also be, like, northeast, I feel, should be popping here. Why is it not? That's northeast. Back here. Yeah, we don't really have any changes here. So here's northeast. Here's our... This is the one we're looking at. North. Because of this. Yeah. I feel like that should do what this is doing, but it doesn't. Because... let's go back, undo this. So this is going up to right here. There we go. That's why. All right, now we're sending pin. So this guy up here should be lit up. Yes, this is lit up. Now it's going to get stopped here because it doesn't have this wiring. We're going to copy that whole block and then get rid of all this. Okay. Good. Yep, see, this is doing exactly what I said it would do. All right, now let's take all of this and plunk that into here. Okay, so now it's feeding these through, which is going to clear those out. All right, we're getting there. Now, of course, I'm going to have to copy this to all of these levels. All right, so this is, we just got another colored one. Yeah, look at that. Boy, they are loving the green crystal right now. Okey-doke. And so this next one is this. It's shape and color. Now it is stopped because of the... Yeah, because it's the pin. Again, so we basically have to take this and say, hey, are you a pin? All right. And if so, what do we do with you? If so, then we replace this null with a pin, with a single pin. A single pin, and it has to come in here because then it gets rotated. So it has to be a single pin in the upper right corner. Yep. Okay. So again, I'm going to step back a bit. Get an equal out. Oops. Two, three, four. Are you this? If so, then that. And if so, then we want to trigger our gate. Like so. Why is that not telling me on hover? Oh, because I got hit F2. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to copy all this. And of course, that's the one I didn't want to copy. Does that fit in there? It does. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go back up here. So now, this one. Look at this bottom one. Look at that. Oh, that is going through. As is this one. And see, these are clearing out. And these ones are going in the trash because they are not our pin. But these ones are getting through because those are pins. Now this one should be pin, yeah, upper left. Oh my goodness, this is working. All right, now I do know that that is just on this layer. So we have to do our third layer, southeast and west too. Ooh, 18.5 million shapes have to come in. All right, so south, east, and west, which are the two middle ones. That's, yeah, this layer here. Southeast, southwest. Okay, so let's do that same thing. Let's start over here. So nothing there, but something here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to copy this, 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 and this. Oh, wait, that doesn't... Yeah, that's not what I want. I'm going to copy this. There we go. Southeast, southwest, right? No. That... Oh, yeah. North, southeast, and west are these two. So that's that one. And then this one does not have that. Kadoke. And then over here, we're going to have to do the same. So let's do this. Okay. Again, we'll get these ones on the bottom. There and there. All right, and then nothing over here. Okay, so that does those. Then up here, we're now moving along. Yep, there and there. Nope, that's northeast, northwest. But the south one is not moving along, and that's fine. That's because we need to do this part here. But at least we have green wires. Okay, so I'm going to copy this whole chunk here. down here. Right there. Yep. And here, same thing. Okie doke. Now we gotta do these. So now it's all just copy paste, right? In theory, should be easy. All right, I did not copy that well. There we go. Boom. And boom. All right, and then we just need to do this one. Or is that one already done? Yeah, that one's already done. Right? Yeah, that should just be saying, hey, I'm a pin. Yeah, we did that one down at the other location. So these are all going to go into the trash because they are not pins. But then you see the pins are coming in right behind them. Oh my goodness. All right, let me update that to more layers. And we'll see, because I think right now the way we're set now, I think we're going to get through this shape right here. So I'm going to go and tweak other ones and the rest of them. I'm going to hop in here really quickly. I've got a change. So this was the circuit that was set up for this stage of things after coloring and before cutting. And this actually works fine if it is pins coming through on this shape. But watch this. If we take that and copy it down to here where it's a non-pin, just a shape coming through, we get a conflict. That's because I messed up the gate. So I redesigned it to this. Because the gate, remember, is turned on and off by this switch, but the signal needs to come from down here. So we changed this on our layer here that has pins. And you see it works fine as before. And then here, it also works fine. Because now the only signal that's coming through is the painted signal. Because this is not, basically this is not turned on here, in between these two. Okay, just a quick clarification. All right, and that did it. That triggered, that got this, that previous shape done. And now we have this. So exciting. Literally right when I got done pasting the final little portion of it in here. Excellent. So this now should be working and should be cruising along and able to handle pins in any location. This is our normal shape MAM. There's a lot of stuff going into trash right now. And again, our Crystal MAM is still working along. And yeah, it's come to this now. It is still only one layer. So next episode, we're going to work on a 2-layer Crystal MAM. And we'll see if maybe Wolfie has some ideas as to why I didn't get this to work correctly. Or anyone else, if you have an idea and you're watching and you know what I did to mess this one up, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, though, and for joining in and commenting. It's always great. You know, I really do love having a little community that is helping crews, you know, build this along. looking forward to our next, you know, when 1.0 comes out. That will be exciting. And so part of that, of course, is going to be everyone joining in. So looking for subscribers and just looking for your help. Just by being here and watching the vids. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gramps, signing off.